The Carolina Panthers have acquired cornerback Stephon Gilmore from the Patriots after it was reported this morning, and I think put out there by the Patriots, that he was going to be released today. They had till 4 to trade him, and they pulled it off. This is actually from the Panthers themselves. Panthers acquire cornerback Stephon Gilmore. Panthers traded for the veteran cornerback Wednesday, sending a 2023 sixth rounder to New England. We're not going to read the rest of this because this is just about him, basically. So it's not really necessary, but I guess I'll read this one. It says 31-year-old Rock Hill native adds some stability and credibility to their secondary, which has been hit hard by injuries this season. And that is something that I thought of when I heard this was going to happen. J.C. Horn got hurt. I haven't been following the Panthers too much. Maybe some other guys got hurt as well in the secondary. So this helps them replace at least J.C. Horn. And there's been a lot going on between him and the Patriots in the offseason with his contract. This was a report from this morning from ESPN. Patriots releasing cornerback Stephon Gilmore. A source says contract talks fell through. He had sat out of training camp this offseason because he wanted more money. They put him on the PUP list because he had a torn quad before. He had surgery on it. I think it was torn quad. And they utilized that so they could avoid punishing him, really, while still keeping him and not using up a roster spot, I believe. So they kept that, and I guess they just weren't able to make things work. But this is by Mike Reese. He says the New England Patriots are releasing 4-time Pro Bowl cornerback Stephon Gilmore, with a source telling ESPN's Adam Schefter that sides could not agree to terms on restructured contract. Now we know that isn't quite true anymore. Was at the time, but not anymore. Gilmore said goodbye to Patriots fans in a tweeted statement on Wednesday. Does this give me the whole statement? I think it just says part of it. It says, Pats Nation, is with mixed emotions that I announce my goodbye to this great fan base. We enjoyed so much success together, and you have been an incredible inspiration for my individual achievements. Thank you for supporting this Rock Hill kid and allowing him to achieve his NFL dreams. To Mr. Kraft, the coaches, and the organization, thank you for providing me with this platform and allowing me to be part of greatness. Most of all, I want to thank my teammates who lined up next to me every Sunday with one goal in mind. Those moments on and off the field will never be forgotten. Sincerely, Stephon. So there's his statement. Patriots coach Bill Belichick praised Gilmore as a, quote, true professional and class act, so the decision to move on from the cornerback was mutual. I'm grateful to Stephon Gilmore for his significant contributions to our team. It was a privilege and a pleasure to coach Steph, Belichick said in a statement. I appreciate him for the true professional and class act that he is, and wish him all the best in the future. Patriots were roughly $54,000 under the salary cap. Now find themselves with an additional $5.8 million in cap space. Gilmore had a $7 million base salary in 2021, and what was the final season of his contract. So now, with that cap space, they'll probably sign Jamie Collins with it. As you can see right here, they're working on bringing him back after the Lions released him. So, looks like that might be where that cap's going. Where that money's going, I should say. Gilmore, 31, is eligible to come off the physically unable to perform list after Week 6. And the market for the 2019 NFL Defensive Player of the Year is expected to be robust. Multiple teams are expected to be interested, and Gilmore should be recovered from his quad injury in the coming weeks, if he isn't already. He will be remembered for, among other things, helping seal the Patriots' Super Bowl 53 victory with the late-game interception of Jared Goff. Gilmore underwent stop there for a second, and that that tip of the pass from Blake Bortles at the end of the AFC Championship game in 2018, I think. So, it's a couple big plays, and he was huge in that 2019 season, Defensive Player of the Year. I'm a Patriots fan, so I'm sad to see him go. I was hoping they could work it out. I do hate when players want to change their contract, though, get more, because you sign the contract, if you wanted to do that, make more, just sign a short-term contract. I mean, I just hate when they do that. You signed it, just play it. I mean, you can't ask for a raise, but I mean, I hate when they hold out because of it. But moving on. Gilmore underwent surgery for a torn quad in December. He had been around the team, participating in daily meetings and attending home games, while also publicly expressing displeasure with his contract. He was playing on the 5-year, $65 million contract he signed with the Patriots in 2017 as an unrestricted free agent. His base salary of $7 million this season is below market for a player of his caliber, but was a result of the team advancing him $5 million of his 2021 earnings in the 2020 season. So they cut into this year's salary last year and gave it to him last year. So he'd have kind of a raise, but not really. So now he's short this year, and he want more. Gilmore had skipped the Patriots' mandatory minicamp in June because of his contract. At one point, he tweeted a picture of the 10 highest-paid cornerbacks in the NFL based on average annual salary, a list he wasn't a part of, and wrote, "Oh, okay. Quote, I just want what I'm worth. However that plays out. Every player should be paid what they're worth. That's just how it is." Gilmore told NFL reporter Josina Anderson in July, "Hopefully we can find some common ground and get it situated." Patriots have J.C. Jackson and Jalen Mills as their starting cornerbacks, with Jonathan Jones as a top option in the slot. Jajuan Williams, a 2019 second-round pick from Vanderbilt, is fourth on the depth chart. Patriots also acquired the 2021 fifth-round pick Shaun Wade from the Baltimore Ravens in an early September trade, but he's yet to be active in a game. And in that Patriots-Bucks game, when Jonathan Jones got hurt at the end, they had Justin Bethel, I think his first name is Justin Bethel, come in for him, so they have him as well. And Brady took advantage of that. I think if Jonathan Jones didn't get hurt there, they might have made that stop, at least on third down. Could have converted on fourth down, but on that third down, I think Jonathan Jones may have made that stop if he didn't get hurt. But that's besides the point. Yeah, and I was hoping Patriots were going to work this out, but I guess they couldn't. And it's good acquisition for the Panthers. 6th-round pick. That's a good price for them. It'll be a good replacement for J.C. Horn. And if I don't remember how long J.C. Horn's out for, if there was a time, I think it was 2 to 3 months. That's what it was, 2 to 3 months. So maybe if they make the playoffs, he'll be back. Maybe towards the end of the season as well. Who knows? But he's a good pickup for them to slide right in there. But he's not going to be available for at least a couple of weeks, so you have to wait for that in the meantime. But what do you think about this acquisition from the Panthers? You think it's a good one? Do you hate it? Maybe you don't think he's a good fit? What do you think about this move for the Patriots? Do you think it was a bad deal? Do you think they should have just paid him? Do you think it was a good idea letting him go, not paying him? Let me know. Thanks for watching. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more, comment, share. I have another channel called Thoughtful Outlaw where I talk about news in the entertainment world regarding Marvel, DC, Star Wars, Indiana Jones, gaming, and more. So check that out if you're interested, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.